welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some DIY Hanukkah decor for you guys. I wanted to make this video to show you how you can make simple and beautiful Hanukkah decorations at home with just a few simple things you probably already have around your house or can easily get anywhere. I wanted to make this video because I just posted my Decorate for Hanukkah with me video where I show you guys me putting up all this decorations around my house, and I always get comments when I put up those kind of videos like, we don't have anything like that at our local stores, or we never see Hanukkah decorations where I live. So I wanted to make a video for anyone who either doesn't have access to Hanukkah decorations in their stores, or who's trying to have a more sustainable holiday and wants to make some stuff at home, or who just loves DIY and crafts, or if you're looking for more budget-friendly ideas for decorating your home. So I hope this video helps you out. If you like it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Okay, let's jump into the DIY Hanukkah decor. Okay, so I wanted to start with my buffet because there's actually a lot of DIY stuff on this buffet. The first thing I want to talk about is this letterboard because I use it for almost every holiday. It's available on Amazon for like $10. You can also find it at your local dollar store and places like that. And what I love about it is you can be so creative with what you want to say. Whoa. So you could always opt for something classic and simple like Happy Hanukkah 2019, or you can try to think of something funny like I used like to do, or just something cute. You can also use this to take pictures with for the holidays and, you know, different fun creative things to mark the date. So I always recommend starting with a letterboard because you can have so much fun and personalize it for the holidays. So the next thing I want to show you guys is how to make a DIY Hanukkah banner. I like to put one over the fireplace in my home, but you could hang it wherever you want. And I'm just going to cut out some dreidels from a piece of white foam. It actually was shiny white foam that I found at Michael's. I didn't even realize that when I bought it. But what's nice is that it's a thicker paper, so it has a bit of structure. So it just hangs nicely on the piece of ribbon that I'm using. So once I cut out the dreidel shape, I just stapled it onto a piece of blue ribbon. By the way, I just measured with a matchbox. I didn't even use a ruler. I kept it real simple. And then I just cut out letters for the 4 letters of the dreidel, Nun Gimel Haitian. I cut it out of felt. I just eyeballed it, but of course you could trace it with marker or pen first to make sure. But I find that Hebrew block letters are actually really easy to cut out of felt and paper. So yeah, I just cut these out. And of course you could do it without the letters as well. Okay, so here is the finished look up on the mantle. So yeah, I think that's a really cute way to do a little homemade garland. And here's what it looks like against a blue wall in my home. If I was going to put it against a white wall or white fireplace, I might make the dreidels blue. So just wanted to give you guys some ideas. Another idea I had was not to use the 4 letters, but instead to add more dreidels to the ribbon. I used some smaller ones next to the larger ones, and I thought that looked really pretty as well. So you could be so creative with this. And of course, you can make it fancier and add all sorts of decorations to this, but I just want to show you guys a simple, easy version. The next thing I want to talk about are photos. So I always like to incorporate photos from our previous year's holidays. So this was Mac's last year for Hanukkah next to his little Hanukkah, and we took this picture and used it as our Hanukkah card, which actually I'll show you guys. It's right over here. So we took it for our Hanukkah card. But I like to just print it out, put it in a nice frame, and I think that's a beautiful Hanukkah decoration. Speaking of keeping it super easy, I also want to talk about presents. So obviously, presents aren't the most important thing about the holiday. I always like to just give that caveat. But if we're in our home, we do give Hanukkah gifts. So I like to pick a wrapping paper color that sort of fits in with the rest of our decor. Sometimes I'll even do the wrapping by hand. Like you can see here, I just made this out of white butcher paper and paint. So if I want to go for a more sustainable look, I'll do that. But what's really nice is when you stack them all together, I think they look great as decor, but they're also useful because there are actual gifts just wrapped up. So in our home, I think this works really well and is really a statement piece and pop of color for a totally easy decor. My other favorite thing to decorate for Hanukkah with are gelt and dreidels. So these dreidels were actually gifted to me by Peace, Love, and Light. I'll link them below. So obviously I didn't DIY them, but for someone who is crafty, you can definitely do this on your own with some spray paint, and you can buy like a big set of plastic dreidels online and then just use them for years and years. Gelt for me is something I always decorate with. I love the beautiful pop of color that it has, and it's nice to have the candy around your home, so if you're entertaining, people can just always help themselves, and it's really nice. Another idea I have for the dreidels and gelt is to put them in a little jar like this. This is actually a candy dish. I had so many of these beautiful dreidels, so I just stacked them in here. But I also put some gelt in. I actually used to have a lot more, but we had people over, so they've been mostly eaten. But you could definitely fill a candy dish with gelt, a few little dreidels, and that's another beautiful DIY project. Also, if you have candle votives, you can put dreidels in them as well. Be careful, of course, with your matching, candles and plastic or wood. But if you're just arranging them without lighting the candle or something like that, you could fill them with dreidels, or even just buying blue candle votives like this allows for a Hanukkah themed decor item that's not really truly Hanukkah. You're just sort of adapting it. Speaking of which, I'm not one to try and use Christmas decorations to make them look like Hanukkah, although I know plenty of people do. But my one little exception are these blue LED lights. So these were in our Target dollar spot. So not really a DIY, but just sort of an adaptation of something that's not really for Hanukkah. But just one little string of the blue lights I think is nice in my home. So those are my Hanukkah DIY ideas for you guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. See you next time. Bye.